Hi, Reuben with Structure Tech Home Inspections here to discuss ceiling height, floor area, and 1.5-story homes. So why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing it up because it's a common question that I get when I teach CE classes to real estate agents. They want to know exactly what do you need to meet the legal requirements for a bedroom when it comes to floors and ceiling heights and these goofy 1.5-story homes where you have a ceiling that's not exactly a flat ceiling, it's not exactly a wall, it's a slope ceiling. How do you calculate all that stuff? Well, good question. It's a little bit confusing, but I'll try to make it really simple. There's a few things that the building code needs. And side note, I'm not quoting Minnesota requirements here. I mean, these are the requirements in Minnesota, but Minnesota's requirements are identical to the national code requirements. So these should apply in a large portion of the country. So first off, for a habitable room, you need at least 70 square feet of floor area. Second is that you need 7 feet in each dimension, with the one exception of kitchens. You don't need any kitchen, but any other room you need at least 7 feet in each dimension. But of course you can't have just 7 by 7 because that would only give you 49 square feet. You need 70 square feet in a room. So at least one of the dimensions you need to have a little bit more. And then ceiling height. Ceiling height needs to be at least 7 feet, but then when you get into those slope ceilings, it gets a little bit tricky. The building code says that if you have a slope ceiling, it's going to affect your total floor area a little bit. You can still count your floor area on a slope ceiling section all the way out to where it's 5 feet high. Once it's less than 5 feet, you can't count any of that. But then there's also the minimum room dimension. So people will say, well, what about if I have a ceiling like this and right at the middle of the peak, it's 7 feet? Well, remember, your room needs to be at least 7 feet wide, 7 feet in every dimension. And once you get to 7 feet on either side, you're surely going to be less than 5 feet. And the building code says if you have a slope ceiling, you can count that slope section, but at least half of your floor area needs to be 7 feet high. So here's a picture I put together. So you can see this would be a conforming room. These are the minimum dimensions you need for a 1.5-story home. I've got 7 feet of ceiling height, and I've got a path right down the middle of the room that's 3.5 feet wide. And where do I get that 3.5 feet? Half of that floor area needs to be at least 7. So I hope that clears up the ceiling height requirements. And if you want a copy of this diagram that I put together showing those ceiling height requirements, just head on over to my website, go to the blog section and type in ceiling height for 1.5-story homes. You'll find my blog post and you can download that in a JPEG format. Feel free to share. That's it. Thanks for watching.